Welcome to part 3 of carving a sea turtle for my mom's birthday. Picking up where we left off, here you can see me carving out the scallop shell and now the nautilus. Again, these little guys were my favorite part of the whole print, especially that nautilus shell. I just thought it was super cute and so fun. I think as far as shells go, these are probably my favorite for sure. And I will say, I was definitely inspired by Animal Crossing. That was actually the reference I used for the scallop shell. And then the nautilus was kind of inspired by the fossils in Animal Crossing. And there's nautiluses and nautiluses, I'm not sure. But they are in Animal Crossing as well. So I definitely pulled some inspiration from that game, which I've been playing since the GameCube days. I love Animal Crossing. And here I am finally getting to the arms. Now, like I mentioned in some of the previous videos, these were the most challenging part of the block for me. I was so concerned with symmetry and making sure they looked right that I just kind of held off till almost the very end to work on them. But honestly, I don't mind the way they turned out. The texture was really fun to do, just making them super scaly and, you know, just kind of going with it. At a certain point, you really do just have to dive in. And even though I probably would have made them just a hair bigger, like a little bit thicker, I don't have an issue with the final result. It is what it is, you know. I think when you look at the piece overall, you're not like, wow, those arms are just wrong. So that's good. And now I'm going back into the shell to add some final details there. Again, I wasn't going for hyper realistic. Overall, I wanted to play with texture with this piece. And so around the rim of the shell, I'm just adding some more lines in there, just to kind of make it a bit more cohesive. Okay, so now we're getting to sort of the background of the print. This was definitely an experimental technique for me. I pretty much wanted to remove everything except for a few wavy lines. I wanted to sort of give the feeling of the turtle moving through water. So I just sort of wiggled around a bit and, you know, I figured whatever's left will work, and if I don't like it, I can just carve it out. And we are so close to the end result, so come back for part 4 because you'll finally get to see what the print looks like rolled with ink and pressed on paper, both in turquoise and in black.